Hi dear student, we are starting to new chapter, time and rate of change, and we are going to continue with the speed. Speed is the rate of which something moves, so it's related with the time, and it's related with the distance that it speeds. So the distance moved is directly proportional to time, so we can use the proportionalities for solving the speed problems. Okay, here there is the first example, and we are going to try to find the constant speed of the, or average speed of the car in 3 hours. It goes 165 km in 3 hours, and we are going to find the speed of the car in kilometer per hour. This means kilometer per hour. In 1 kilometer, how much it moved, we are going to try to understand that one. If it is 165 kilometer, in 3 hours, so we are going to try to find for the kilometer per hour in 1 hour how much it's going to be, how much it's going to take. So for this one to reach from 3 hours to 1 hour, you are going to divide by 3. So from this one to this one, you are going to divide by 3 again. So if it goes 165 hours for 3 hours, 165 kilometers for 3 hours, it means that 165 divided by 3, it's equal to 55. It's going to be, so this 55 is kilometer per hour. It's going to represent us kilometer per hour. In 1 hour, it took 55 kilometer, and the notation for that one, or the its unit is kilometer per hour. It's going to be. Okay, let's continue with the formula. Formula is here. Speed is distance to time, and but it's rare for anything to travel at a constant speed. We know that one. It will sometimes get up or down. That's why we are using generally average speed. And average speed is total distance traveled and time taken. So if we formalize this one, the speed is equal to distance divided by time. It's going to be, and you can derive the formula. You can send this one to the other side. If you want to find the distance, you can do like this. Distance is equal to speed times time, it will be. Or if you want to find the time, you will find the total distance divided by the average speed. So you can find the time by using the formula. So by deriving this formula, you can get this two also. Okay, a tour kite takes 12 seconds to travel to 96 centimeter. Work out the speed in centimeter to second. Actually, the units are given like that. That's why we are not going to convert something, because next question is going to be about that one. So we know that S is equal to D divided by T. It's going to be, so with respect to that one, D is equal to 96, and T is equal to 96 centimeter, and T is equal to 12 second, and the speed, it's going to be equal to 96 divided by 12, and it's going to be equal to 96 divided by 12. It's going to be, I think, 8 times, yes, 8 centimeter per second. So in 1 second, it moves 8 centimeter, and this is quite fast, let me tell you. We are going to continue with converting between hours and minutes. If you remember, 1 hour, it's going to be 1 hour, it's going to be equal to 60 minutes. So it's easy to here to convert maybe when it is 1 hour, but if we are talking about 30 minutes, let's say 30 minutes, so generally the students, they are 0.3 hours converting like that. But actually, when you compare with 60 minutes, if 60 minutes is 1 hour, 30 minutes, it should be half of it, which is 0.5 hours. and we are going to find by using these ratios here. And if you want to formalize, if I want to formalize this one, when we are converting from minute to hours, we are going to divide by 60, which means divide the minute by 60. If you are converting hours to minute, you are going to multiply by 60. By 60, it's going to be, so if we formalize, we can simply formalize like that. So if you are converting from minute to hours, you are going to divide by 60. How much minute it is given, that divided by 60, or how much hour it is given, you are going to multiply by 60 to find the minute. Okay, let's do this exercise, and we will understand better. 1 hour plus 18 minute it is given. So I'm going to convert this 18 minute to the hour. So 18 minute, if you remember, minute to hour, we are going to minute to hour, we are going to divide by 60. So we are going to solve the question with respect to that one. Okay, 18 divided by 60, which is equal to both divisible by 6. If you divide by 6, this is going to be 3, this is going to be 10. So that's 3 over 10. And it's going to be equal to 3 over 10 is 0.3 hour. It's going to be. So 1 plus 0.3 hour it's going to be, and it's equal to 1.3 hours it should be. Okay, now I'm going to do this one for the second one, convert hours to minutes. So it's going to be 4 hours plus 4.7 is equal to 4 hour plus 0.7 hours, and it's going to be equal to 0.7, which means I'm going to convert from hour to minute. Hour to minute is going to be 0.7 times 60 it should be, which is equal to, when you simplify the decimals, this this decimal point, it moved my 1 unit right, and this one you cancelled. 7 times 6, it's equal to 42. So 0.7 hour is going to be equal to 42 minutes. So 4.7 hour, it's going to be equal to 4 plus 0.7 hour, it's going to be equal to 42 minutes. I'm sorry. And so it is equal to 4 hours and 42 minutes it's going to be. Okay, let's continue with this exercise. A train travels 192 kilometers from London to Bristol, and the average speed is 80 kilometers per hour. Work out the journey in time in hours and minutes. So if you remember, the distance is equal to 192, and the speed is going to be equal to 80. If you remember the formula, we said like this: the time it's going to be equal to d divided by s, distance divided by s, and the time it's going to be equal to 192 divided by 80. It's going to be, both number is divisible by 8. If you divide 80 by 8, it's going to be equal to 10, and 192 divided by, it's going to be equal to 20. I think 126 it should be, as I remember. Yes, it should be 26. So it's equal to 2.6 hours it's going to take. So 2.6 hours, but it says that time in hours and minutes. So we are going to do like this here. I'm sorry, 2.4 hours it's going to be. 2.4 hours, not 6. I'm sorry. Okay, 2.4 hours it's going to be. So 2.4 it's going to be equal to 2 hours plus 0.4 hours. So you're going to 0.4 hours, and you're converting 0.4 hours, 0.4 times 60 it's going to be, which is equal to 24 minutes. So the result it's going to be 2.4 hour is equal to 2 hour plus 24 minute it's going to be. Okay, let me move a bit like this. Okay, it is the end of the lesson.